Good afternoon, gents. It's good to see you guys in the chat here. Beamerstein, yes, I am. I was just trying to get everything ready. Running behind schedule today, but it's all good. And these guys are still busy getting the grid ready. I see there was some interesting events happening in the first race. Unfortunately, I joined only on the 13th lap, so let's see how it goes. Well, it's Monday. It should have still been afternoon, actually. It looks like they're still busy trying to get the grid sorted. Looks like they are off to go now. Let's see what happens. I can hear them revving. Come on. Okay, and off they go. Oh, that Porsche's just got to pull away in the wet. No, going out wide with the volley there. Reno came from, I think, fourth from the back, and he's currently leading right now. That's a very good start for him. Oh, and we've got Venom just going on the outside of him. Like that Porsche was standing still. Good to see some guys back that missed the previous series. And also the previous couple of series, like Mr. Mad Max himself. It's good to see him back. The interesting choice of cars that we're seeing out here. We've got the Audi in the front right now with a Porsche and a Ferrari. Looks like a 599 GTO that's chasing them down, and it is actually the 599. And the three of them looks like they are getting themselves a good gap here. Looks like a good battle as well between Reno and I think if I'm pronouncing the name right, Renvero. Bean was saying he chose the wrong Audi. Well, at this stage that Audi is still leading, so it's glad to see the Ferrari sticking to the back of the Porsche. Let's see, Mad Max has worked his way up to fourth now. It's a bit lonely here in his fourth position. One of the new guys that joined us now, Boost Nation. He also chose one of the Audis. Missing his braking marker completely there, with Johnny almost basically following him, going too deep into the corner. Foley currently in 7th position. Also a new guy here, it's actually Foley's brother, Jan, that joined us here as well, all the way from Namibia. You can also see the Namibian colors on his car, blue, red and green. I'm glad to see that we've got family joining. It's good to have my own brother racing with us as well. And Jan going out wide there. Oh, and Casual Chris is just doing the same in the following corner. That is unfortunate for them. I want to go see what's happening at the front again. Let's see if these three are sticking to each other. Okay, so Reno and Venom is actually sticking to each other, first and second, and they have left Rivero behind them for a while. He's only coming through the second last corner now, and as you guys can see, even Mad Max is catching to the back of him. Jose saying he's going to use the F12 TDF next for the next race. Well, I think the guys will be glad to see you there. Well, Jose, it depends on which Aston you're referring to. I think the Vanquish was just the easy option to take. The leaderboard option to take was the Porsche. The easy option was the Aston Vanquish, and as you guys can see now, Mad Max is in third now. Definitely made the best out of that mistake from Rinvero. And we've got this Aston, I think it's the 177 that's being used by two of the pro guys, Finger and Skommel. Those two are definitely using the 177. Beamer, we actually had a joke about the Audi's the wing at the back. I'm not sure if it's this Audi, but I know one of the Audis, if you look at the wing, it's actually got antennas at the back, and it's not this Audi. I think it's the Audi that you guys have actually chosen. And Jose, that is actually correct what you're saying about certain cars for certain tracks. But yeah, I think the Aston Vanquish would have been the easy option for all the tracks because it's a good handling car. It's got a good pull away. It lacks a bit in top end, if I can remember correctly. I tested it and I actually loved it, but I wanted something a bit more challenging, and the Ferrari actually gave that bit of a challenge to get it hooked up perfectly for the track. I believe Skyline followed Venom into making that mistake before the chicane, because that was a huge mistake from Venom, and Skyline just didn't catch up to him. And it looks like Mad Max is actually catching them. Bionic said unfortunately he had to miss the second race. I'm not too sure why. I'll have a look and see if he said any reasons, but he just messaged and said that he won't be able to race the second race. It looks like the Audi is just fantastic around here. I mean, Beamer also showed it in the semi-pro group that the Audi was one of the best choices to take. It looks like this is gone a bit stable now, with the gap being not increasing or decreasing between the top three. You can see some battle marks on this Ferrari on the side. Almost losing it out of the corner there, out of the chicane. The Rinvero is still in fourth position for now. Going around the final corner now. I have to say the last bit of the first race that I saw was Foley and his brother actually having a close battle towards the end. And also Casual Chris and Boost Nation, but as you guys can see, they are again right close up to each other. Let's see if we can get some action around these two. Both going wide. Everyone underestimating that faster right, and Casual Chris just, I don't know if he saw the braking marker or just ignored it. He just went straight. And I think that's him deciding to go and pit as well. Well, he was going to, I think. And then he made a mistake that I've seen a couple of guys make. Was just completely missing the pit entry. We've got Johnny here in sixth. Looks like he's driving on his own. A bit of a gap behind him. And then there's a big gap to Umfoli. I'm not sure if Johnny has pitted yet. You can definitely see some of these guys definitely doesn't belong in the AM group the way they're driving. But it's new guys that joined, so we're glad to have them here. And now they can work their way up to the pro class. And Venom getting a bit sideways there. Almost a bit wide from Reno. I wonder if some of these guys are still in the holiday mood from the long weekend. I don't think they're pushing as hard as they should be pushing. It does seem that the gap between Mad Max and Reno is closing a small bit. And we've got Venom here coming up to lap someone. That should be Casual Chris. And so far the fastest time here is a 2:11 by Venom. you can actually see Casual Chris going off the road for the leaders to pass him without any struggles. And I believe he's got some damage as well. The car is definitely not shifting as it's supposed to. It sounds like he's stuck in one gear perhaps. He should be able to get to the pits now. Let's see if he goes to the pits. We've got the leaders coming through the final corner again. Why to strawberry milkshake? But that is something that can do well now, is a nice strawberry milkshake, eh? Thanks for ruining my Monday night. Okay, we've got Mad Max and Rainer in the pits together now. Rivero coming through now in third position. There's a big gap to Uncle Folly in fifth, so that will leave Mad Max in fourth. Reno still in third, and Rivero just ahead of them, or around the corner ahead of them. In second for now. He still needs to pit though. It doesn't look like Casual Chris actually went into the pits. Maybe it's just the way he's shifting up and down that makes it sound like it's broken, but yeah. Oh, and Jan getting it all wide in the fast right hand, as so many guys have done before. And getting out of the way of Venom to lap him. Venom going into the pits now. We've got first and second and third places only going through the fast right-hander now, heading up towards the chicane. Let's see if Rivero can, if he's going to go into the pit, or is he going to try and get a lead? No, he's going to go in for the pits. Let's see if he can make the turn in, and oh, yo, that was close. He almost hit the pit entry. Okay, let's see where Reno comes out. And Venom is already out the pits, exiting the first corner already, so that was a very good pit for him, because he's definitely increased his lead between himself and Reno. Rivero exiting the pits now. Still the fastest time is 2:11. It's lap 9 out of 15 now. And we've got Rivero coming up to lap casual Chris. And you can see Chris getting out the way. And that's good from them. It's not always easy to overtake the back markers, but he's definitely made it easy. And then Rivero just goes and he locks up into the hairpin and just goes all the way straight. And he gets the pass done again. We've got Reno and Mad Max coming up to lap another person. And it's actually Johnny that they're coming up to lap. Let's see if Skyline is going to struggle here with the overtake. Oh, almost trying to muscle his way through there. Still not past. And missing a bit of his braking there. After a bit of muscling, he got his way through. At least no harm was done there. He did push Johnny a bit, but didn't seem to hurt any of them. Let's see how Mad Max can get through here. Johnny almost not making it easy. Oh, and we've got someone that's actually... Oh, that's Reno. Skyline has actually spun off and was in the gravel there. And he is down to third position now. He's going to have to overtake Johnny again. A bit of drifting there. Getting his way past now. Going wide again. Oh, he is furious with himself now. You can see he's drifting as well. He's lost a lot of time behind Mad Max now. Staying on point in the chicane. Let's see if he can catch up to Mad Max and get the overtake again. He's 260, 270 feet behind Mad Max. Let's see if we can close that gap. It might get for an interesting last couple of laps here. And Mad Max now struggling to get past Jan here, and that's playing into the hands of Skyline again. As you can see, Skyline is right at the back of Mad Max again. Jan now getting out of the way only. And now it slots in between Mad Max and Reno, but then goes wide on the gravel. So the big winner here was definitely Reno after his bad mess of the previous lap. These two are quite equal when it comes to pace, so this is definitely going to be a very good battle to the end. Let's see who's more determined to finish in second position. There's still 3 laps remaining. Well, after this lap though. Rivero is only coming through the chicane now, as these guys are heading into the first corner. Now we've got Jan and Johnny that's gonna have a battle now for 7th position. I'm sure Johnny will be able to see Jan in front of him now down the straight. Actually showing the fastest lap is still only at 2 minute 11.2, and as you guys can see, it is definitely clearing a bit on the weather. And actually Uncle Folly with the top speed of 167 miles per hour, that is extremely fast. I'm not sure if he might have gotten a bit of help there, but that is extremely fast. I think Mad Max is just thinking, can't these laps go past quicker? Yes, right now crawling in, but it looks like the gap is just staying around a second now, maybe a second and a half. With 2 laps remaining. This is a very close battle. Rivero actually catching up someone here to overtake. I'm actually only seeing this now. Rivero is driving Ferrari and he's got an Alpha badge on the side. That is so strange. Not every day you see that. We've got on Folly still in 5th position. Boost Nation in 6th. Audi with the big wing. And Johnny has actually gotten past Omian here. Jan currently running in 8th. Jan only pitting now. I wonder if he made a mistake and got damage to his car. That will make Casual Chris move up a spot to 8th. We still got Mad Max and Skyline battling for 2nd position. This is going to be an epic final lap. Let's see if Mad Max can keep his spot in 2nd. These two are starting their final lap now. Coming into the 1st corner. Oh, Reina going for the deep brake marker there. And he's going to try everything to get the pass done before the final lap, or final corner actually. Oh, and Mad Max getting wide and sideways, and that opens the gap for Reino to come through. And Reino just backing off before the braking marker there. Mad Max is under a lot of pressure now. Coming through to the hairpin now. There's some good racing between the two of them. If Mad Max can just stay on the racing line, he should be able to keep Reino behind him. Oh, a couple of corners left on the back straight now. Let's see if Mad Max gets this kink right to the right wrong, then it gives this place to Skyline. And Skyline is going to try for the inside. No, he's not. From the exit of the quick right-hander, it looked like he was going to try and line up the inside of the chicane, and they're coming through to the last corner now. As this is happening, Venom has already won the race. But this is a very good battle, and Mad Max will get 2nd position with Reino actually slowing down through the final corner, accepting his defeat into 3rd position. We've got Renvero coming into the final straight now, to the final couple of corners, drifting as well, almost touching the grass. To the entry of that final chicane. Coming to the last corner now. And finishing in 4th position. And we've got Boost Nation, looks like he has made a huge mistake. He just went from 5th down to 6th now, and giving Umfoli 5th position. Umfoli stuck with the leaders now. The AI is driving for the leaders, and they are very slow. And I've also learned this lesson: they can take you out, and this is not a good place for them to be with. Now, as you guys can see, the AI of Mad Max is just keeping Uncle Folly behind him. I think this is one thing that Forza can maybe do is once the leaders finish the race, and and you see now what happened now when Folly is trying to overtake Mad Max AI and just got it completely wrong, and that is a very bad overtake from Boost Nation trying to cut the corner there, and he definitely got the wrong end of that. Almost took himself out there. And but yeah, as I was saying, I think one thing that Forza can do with the leaders is maybe to make them ghost as soon as they've completed their race, so that they can't impede with the guy that needs to finish the race. So we've got Johnny coming in 7th position, but and what a flip, and we got that all on the stream. Oh, this is gonna cost Johnny, because 8th place Casual Chris is coming cruising past him now. Let's see if we can still see his car. But he's definitely gone past. Is Johnny back on his wheels? He is back on his wheels. What's happening here? Oh, his car is not moving like it's supposed to move. He's definitely got some damage there. And as you guys can see, another a lapping going past now. And there's Umyan as well going past him. That's definitely cost him dearly. Oh, he went from, I think it was 7th down to 9th. Oh, that is so unfortunate. He's trying to stay out of the way, but he hasn't realized these guys are already finished with the race. It's only him that needs to cross the finish line now. I'm not sure if his car is able to. Let's see if we can see the damage on his car. And yeah, as you guys can see, 100% all over. I'm not sure that car is able to get up the hill here. Yeah, and he did actually the correct thing there by retiring from the race. As you guys can see here, the results, like Skyline has actually finished in 3rd position. I think he got thrown out of Forza, and that's why his name is in 8th now. But he's definitely finished in 3rd position behind Mad Max. And yeah, that's the rest of the results. I think it was a very interesting race in the beginning. As it spread out, it definitely, well, towards the end it was extremely interesting again. We actually saw someone flipping their car, so that was a very good result for an end of a stream. But listen, you guys, thanks for watching, and have a fantastic evening further, and catch you guys again.